Okay, and I just want to say hi and welcome back to the Photogs channel. I know I have not posted any videos in a very long time. And it's primarily because some time ago I got a new job, and of course that job is taking a lot of time. So because of that, I've had to back down a little bit on the videos I've been doing. But just to kind of catch you up a little bit, a lot has changed in the last year or so in the photography industry. And I've gone back and forth a lot about camera gear and everything else, because one of the things that I've always felt pretty strongly about is that photography is not about camera gear. It's about the skill of the photographer, and that gear doesn't really make a huge impact. At the same time, I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to that, and that is because I think that I can say this to most photographers. We like the gear. We like the hands-on holding onto a new camera, learning its what it takes to bring out the best techniques. And I think that's a weakness in all of us, me included, and maybe me especially. I don't know. You haven't seen my camera collection, but ask my wife. She'll tell you how awful it is about how many cameras I have around the house. It's kind of nutso. So just what's going on right now. And to kind of give you a brief if you've never watched the channel before, basically I am a retired photographer. I owned a camera store, a wedding photography business, and a school photography business. And I retired back in 2011 and took on other jobs, just getting out of the photography industry as a whole. But it's still a hobby of mine. So to make a long story short, that's kind of the crux of it. So recently what's going on is I just have bought a couple new pieces of camera gear. Yeah, I'm going to talk about camera gear. Imagine that. One of the items I picked up first was one of the DJI Mini Pro 4 drones. And I've only been able to fly it a few times because, like I said, I started a new job a little over a year ago. And it's been a lot of work. So because of that, I haven't had a lot of free time to go out and shoot. So there's a drawback with that. But I try and get out and shoot whenever I can. So the DJI 4 Pro or Mini Pro is what I've been experimenting with. Along the same lines, though, I also decided to pick up one of these, a Lumix G9 II. And I really wasn't ready to be on the bleeding edge of technology and buy one when it was brand new. I kind of waited until I could find some used G9 IIs on the market through mpb.com, which is where I bought the camera that I'm filming with. Oh, no, I'm not. This is the G9, the original G9. Sorry. So I've got the original G9 filming this right now, which was my first kind of entrance into the Lumix system. I'm primarily a Sony shooter. I use a Sony 7R4 3 is what I'm currently shooting. Just because I have a large lens selection on the Sony, because that's kind of my main go and shoot camera that I have with. But I was really intrigued with the Lumix, primarily because of my attraction to Leica cameras and the ability to purchase Leica. Not necessarily manufactured, but Leica made lenses on this system, and that's what really attracted me to it. So I gave it a try, and I really loved the G9, the original G9. It was one of the best cameras I ever used as far as ergonomics, and everything just seemed to fit just right with me. So I fell in love with this camera. So I thought, can't go wrong. Let's pick up a G9 II, try it out, see what I think. And since then, I've used it a little bit, not as much as I would have liked. I still need to go out on a few photo shoots with it and kind of get my comfort level on it a little bit more. But seems to be a really great camera. I love the video capabilities of it. Love everything else. But I'm not going to talk about that camera or the DJI too much today, because I really wanted to talk about this. So again, being a photographer, I have too many camera bags, too much camera stuff. And what I missed was my old Domke camera bags that I used to have when I was shooting weddings very heavily. Just because they were solid, they were bulletproof, and I really loved them. And the camera bags I get today, I've been kind of frustrated with. And there's some really name brand ones that you know, I like very much. The Peak Design backpack and sling bag and backpacks I really love. But at the same time, for the way I shoot and what I like to carry, sometimes those just aren't quite right. And I've actually had some issues with those 3 bags. My Peak Design backpack right here, one of the straps broke. I still need to send it into Peak Design to have it repaired because it does have a lifetime warranty, so I've got that. But then my Peak Design sling bag, the zipper broke, so now it won't zip closed, and that now I also need to send back and have covered under warranty repair. And then I had a really nice, I bought a brand new 45-liter kind of travel backpack, which is not necessarily a camera bag, but you have camera bag inserts you put into them. And the thing was, is I thought I would buy that instead of using, you know, my old Peak Design bag here, my backpack, I mean. But you know what? I'm just not happy with the 45-liter bag. It's fine, and it does carry my a large amount of camera gear. But same thing, zipping the back open and taking off the backpack, zipping the back half of it open, flipping it over, get to my lenses and stuff isn't all that great either. So I'm not real happy with that either. So I decided to go back to basics and go touch on the old Domke bag. And this is just this is just the Domke F2. And the nice thing is these old photojournalist bags are, I mean, you could pack so much stuff in here. But the main thing and the main reason I like the Domke bags is because of this. You can take the guts out of it and just use it as a big empty compartment. And because for the most part I don't beat up my cameras that much, I'm not running after things to you know, with a camera bag. If I really need to carry a maximum amount of gear and I don't want to have to deal with, you know, other things or I want to stuff more in there, it's really easy to pull the insert out, drop the things in here. You've got all these nice separator pockets for accessories, a nice zipper pouch on the lid, and I've fallen in love with these bags again. And you know, if you haven't ever tried out a Domke bag, they're about as basic as you can get. There's no frills, no fancy stuff. It's just a good basic satchel. And oh my gosh, I've forgotten how much and how wonderful these bags are. Do they have a lot of bells and whistles? No, they don't. But they're tough as nails, they're simple, and they're just wonderful bags. So I've kind of gotten back into, okay, it's time to try this and go back. I guess what they say is what's old is new again. Yeah, you're not kidding. So I've gone back to the old Domke. But anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to touch and do a little brief video. I'm not editing this. I'm just doing my simple ramble on style on this one. So sorry. But I just want to say that this is what I'm experimenting with. Hopefully in the next few videos, I want to go out, do a lot more work with the G9 II, do some sample photos, things like that. The only photo trip I've done recently is I went to Monterey Car Week this year and got some great automobile shots with my Sony. And I've got those up on my website. Not too many. I've just gotten 3 that are online right now that I really loved from it. The rest are really just snapshots of the car show as a whole. But, you know, work comes first. So I got to do that, and then I'll go have fun when I can. So anyway, that's all for me right now. And sorry there's not a lot of really critical content on this, but just want to make it short and sweet and a little update to my subscribers and people who are interested in the channel. That's all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.